Oh, hey there. It's me. Jordan. You might have noticed that the design of technology, it's gotten pretty darn boring, turning almost everything into a plain old slab of glass. You know what I'm talking about. In the smartphone world, it's all so homogenized that all the discourse about new and interesting design, it kind of tends to focus on the back of the phone, where no one's even actually looking. Yeah, but when we pivot from mainstream tech and start embracing gadgets like the Sidephone here, well, it's not just about pursuing a more intentional, slower lifestyle with fewer distractions. It's also about rebelling against all that boring sameness. But boring design has some negative effects too. It pushes us to engage even more with a slot machine like digital design of all those ad-supported endless scrolls. So if you think about it, by rejecting that slab of glass aesthetic, the Sidephone is just about daring to fail in a way that few tech companies ever dream of. You know what else? Well, shucks. I sure am here for it. And look, I'm just a guy on YouTube, and you're just you. These ways, I sure do hope you are. But I really do think that good, innovative design matters. Taking risks matters, and when someone is when someone is bold enough to dare, it sure is worth paying attention. Yeah. And hey, gosh, I'm so glad you found me. I sure would appreciate it if you click that like and subscribe button. Of course, now you don't have to. Won't feel pressure too, but I do want you to know. Either way, I sure do appreciate you. Yeah. Now, if you haven't heard about the Sidephone, I'll get into those specifics in a bit. But first, we just gotta. We really gotta talk about the monoculture of modern tech. Way back in 2007, an all-screen smartphone was innovative. It was game-changing. You know what? It was just a little bit revolutionary. Steve Jobs had a pretty good point. A fixed physical keyboard, like this one here, it takes up space and actually limits the potential of this magical pocket computer.
The problem with them is really sort of in the bottom 40 there. It's this stuff right here. They all have these keyboards that are there whether you need them or not to be there. And they all have these control buttons that are fixed in plastic and are the same for every application. Well, every application wants a slightly different user interface. Well, how do you solve this? It turns out we have solved it. We solved it in computers 20 years ago. We solved it with a bitmap screen that could display anything we want, put any user interface up. But what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. A giant screen.
An on-screen keyboard not only can morph from a QWERTY to a T9 number pad to whatever, but it also disappears when you don't need it. The idea was this magical sheet of glass can transform into anything. But then again, in the process of becoming everything, smartphones ended up becoming, not a whole lot in particular. It's like the saying goes, when everything is special, nothing is special. Today, big tech doesn't much design for the user anymore. Most design happens digitally on a magical screen, and all the design, physical and digital, is intended to capture your attention so that it can serve you more advertisements. As simple as that. Yeah, we, the end users, have become the adaptable ones, bending and twisting ourselves to fit the screen, instead of the screen adapting to fit us. So you're probably wondering, what the heck, Slow Tech? Smartphones are boring. Who cares? Well, the way I see it, the thing is, boring design isn't just boring. And there's some science, some serious science-backed logic here too. But basically, when our gadgets become more and more screen, and in turn become less and less, emotional in its connection with us. What that is doing is driving us more and more to depend on the content displayed on the screen. Yeah. In other words, when the gadgets no longer delight, we end up craving that delight from the screens themselves. A happy little vicious cycle, if ever there was one. Physical interactions, as opposed to the tap digital ones, they elicit a flat emotional response, leading to dopamine underload. Lack of innovation, design or otherwise, leads to lack of inspiration, and an overall sense of a creative numbness, and all that adds up, to an erosion of personal identity. Because everyone's got the exact same slab of glass glued to their hand, right? All the iPhones look exactly the same, and all the other phones look like an iPhone. And for me, that's one of the big benefits of pumping the brakes and just slowing the heck down. We get to discover things again. Rediscover weird and delightful and thoughtful designs that that inspire us in ways that a boring slab of glass just can't do anymore. Slowing down means craving tools and gadgets that don't just that don't just function, but also feel like something. You know, put it another way. When was the last time your phone sparked even a little bit of joy? Huh? Great design isn't just about what works. It's about it's about what feels good when it works. Gosh, I sure do ramble a bit, don't I? But it's like I always say, good things are worth the wait. Kind of like the Sidephone, an upcoming candybar style phone featuring this innovative, swappable tile functionality that allows you to change the number pad with a QWERTY keyboard or a set of customizable shortcut buttons or whatever else those crazy kids dream of. Yeah. And if you ask me, well, gosh, this thing is quite the looker. It's the perfect example of daring to fail. Cause Sidephone dares to be different. It's not trying to be better than a smartphone. It's just trying to be itself. As of production of this video, Sidephone is being manufactured by a company that specializes in wearables, smartwatches, and whatnot. And gosh, yeah, well, I sure do think that was a clever move, cause they're already thinking outside that homogenized slab-of-glass box. Yeah, it sure does show, don't you think? Yeah, the phone is gonna run a version of Android, so it'll be able to do just about whatever you want it to do. On the other hand, it can also do whatever you don't want it to do, too. Yeah, it'll just look pretty darn good while doing it. Or not doing it, as the case may be. The screen is a little under 3 inches on the diagonal. And yeah, it is a touchscreen. So if you don't have that QWERTY tile snapped in place, well, you can just peck away at an on-screen keyboard if you want. That sure does look like a piece of technology adapting to the user, and not the other way around. You can probably tell this little gadget has got me quite a bit smitten. And again, when was the last time you truly felt that way about a piece of tech? Huh? Now, just about the only thing that really bothers me about Sidephone is it's the lack of eSIM. That's the digital-only version of those itty-bitty little plastic chips that hold your phone number. Now, this isn't much of a big deal, but unfortunately, Apple went ahead and they weaponized the eSIM, forcing their US-based customers onto it, and creating this unnecessary friction for people who want to move around from device to device. On the whole, eSIM to eSIM migrations are generally okay. when it works. But eSIM to regular SIM? How about we go ahead and save that and the whole tyranny of eSIMs for another video altogether. Yeah. Pre-orders for the Sidephone are said to be starting soon. And the expected cost is supposed to be about $250. Now for me, this feels right on the money. No pun intended. And I sure am excited to get my grab a little miss on one. Yeah. Now, to my eyes, the Sidephone reintroduces exactly the right amount of friction alongside some really brilliant and innovative design. And that design comes with some intrinsic psychological benefits. A curiosity, a surprise, a source of dopamine besides the contents of the screen, and of course, focus. Yeah. All said, my guess is that your hands won't be the only thing thankful for such a fresh design. Your brain will thank you too. Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Really, I sure do appreciate you. Feel free to leave a comment with any thoughts you have, and be sure to visit Sidephone.com for more information, or to sign up for the waiting list. Yeah. Until next time, I'm Jordan. I sure do hope you're still you. And this has been the Slow Tech. Bye.